We kind of brought this up. I want to go to phones on something. We kind of brought this up on the show. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. About people that grieve for celebrities. And this was precipitated by the death of Matthew Perry. And remember, I was kind of apprehensive to turn a segment of the program over to Hal Herman for Hal Herman headlines, because I knew there was going to be a Matthew Perry headline. And actually, for Hal Herman, it was somewhat tasteful. But I was very concerned. Remember, we asked the audience to vote, should I allow Hal Herman to do headlines in the aftermath of Matthew Perry's death? And listen, it went better than I expected.
Dude, it wasn't very tasteful for all the Tyler Perry fans out there.
Right.
They're pissed.
So this kind of came up. I think it was later in the show yesterday, and I said, maybe we ought to go to phones on this. And I think now's a good time to do it. It's 8:12. 8:12 here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Tell 3 people a day that you listen to the MJ Morning Show. Also, if you love what you hear, make sure you're listening in the 9 o'clock hour, because our 9 o'clock hour every day is solid. Figure out a way. Whether you listen on 104.7 FM or listen on your cell phone, we're on all the major apps, all the streaming apps. Just search Q105 Tampa Bay. Our show is podcast by 11. Every single moment of this show is on the podcast, and it's on every major podcast platform. You just search MJ Morning Show on Q105. Anyway, so I want to grab some calls on this, and it's about grieving celebrity deaths. And the question was about when a celebrity dies, you know, a lot of people have a real personal attachment. You don't know the person, you've never met the celebrity, but for whatever it is, your attachment through being a fan or liking a TV show or a historical event, whatever, people do grieve celebrity deaths. So, and of course, with Matthew Perry dying, I mean, that touched a lot of people. Now, I was never a Friends fan. Michelle was never really a Friends fan. We caught like the last 30 seconds of Friends before Seinfeld came on, back during Must See TV Thursday on NBC. If you haven't seen it, it's new to you. All right. So the question, yes. Fester, you're giving me the look.
Oh, I was just thinking about the celebrities here.
Yeah.
And Matthew Perry's, I have a friend who still grieves for Prince.
I do as well.
But
what?
Yeah.
That affected me. I mean,
too.
Prince's death.
I slept great that night.
You know what? What is wrong with you?
So did Prince.
What the hell is wrong with you?
So life is.
I think musicians are different than celebrities that are in a sitcom that you watch for a couple of years and you just like.
Tell you what I want to do.
I wasn't broken up when Archie Bunker kicked the bucket, and I loved him.
I want to go to phones. I want to take calls here. Let's talk about a celebrity, whether it's a TV, movie star, famous scientist. Oppenheimer did that. Whether, a musician. I would like to take calls right now on people that do grieve. And maybe were you hit hard by a celebrity death? Let's go to phones. 800-990-1047. Let's grab some calls here. Or conversely, if you don't care, that you might be a fan, but they died. It really didn't affect you. So listen, I'll take both ends here. I'm going to guess that the bulk of the calls are going to be listeners that, yes, were affected and did grieve a celebrity death. Who did you grieve for, or what hit you the hardest when they died? Musician, actor, whatever. 800, elder statesman, 800. I know when Jimmy Carter, man, he's hanging on, man. Is that amazing?
Well, he knows how many people he'll let down when he passes.
All right. So
we don't need people calling in saying they don't care.
No, well,
I don't care.
All right,
we don't need that call.
Right, let's focus on if you were seriously affected by a celebrity passing. Tell us about your grieving. And who was it? 800. Look, every line. I gave out the phone number once. Every line is ringing here. If you're on hold or if it's ringing right now, Just let it ring, and Andrew will get to your calls. He's screening lines right now. 800-990-1047. And if you're getting a busy signal, just wait. I'll go through the calls here and try to get in again. 800-990-1047.
I have different levels of grieving. Okay, Betty White. I'm sorry to say I didn't grieve at all. She was like
Were
lived
you
a great
happy?
life.
Were you happy she passed?
No.
Oh my God, Roxanne was happy that Betty White. What is wrong with you?
No, she lived a great life. I was like happy for her.
Right.
Okay. Olivia Newton-John and Kelly Preston really hit me hard. Both of them. I grew up with Olivia Newton-John, watched Grease 1,000 times. Those hit me
Are you still
hard.
in mourning over it, though?
No, but every time I think about Kelly Preston, it makes me profoundly sad. The other, like Matthew Perry, I felt that too, because certain artists, certain actors, you kind of look at Hollywood eating them up. And while it's a very narcissistic business, it's also like you're very generous with your art and your work. And so I felt something for him too, a tortured soul. But the one who I didn't leave my room for a good period of time.
What is it? You withdrew?
Yeah.
Amy
You
Winehouse.
sat in the corner? You wallowed?
This is like where, I used to be a sports reporter. So this is where my love of sports began.
My God. Who was it that passed and greatly affected
Big
Roxanne?
Time, big time. I might tear up telling you.
Who?
Roberto Clemente. That was tragic.
Gilbert
Listen,
Gottfried.
He just died recently.
Who was it?
Leroy Selman.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I couldn't even even talking about it now. It's like
I'm doing all this crazy build-up comedy here, and you got to hit me with like a real.
Yeah, no, I mean that
Someone we
he
know.
was a celebrity, and he was just like to hear everybody at his funeral talk about
Boy,
him
is
and
she.
like what a gentle giant, sweet person.
All right.
I felt like that when Liberace died.
Yes.
Leroy Selman was in our studio many times over
so
the
you
years.
knew him? Okay, right. So you felt it too, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. All right. Yes, Andrew.
Does it make a difference when it's somebody who was later in years versus somebody who died at 54?
Or like the 27 Club, like Amy Winehouse.
Someone in their prime.
Kurt Cobain. And,
That affected me when Kurt
Yeah.
died, man.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think it's fair to compare how you feel about people of notoriety who you might know or have met.
You know who was busted up?
capacity.
The little kid with the wiener on the front cover of the album.
Yeah, it would be too if I
He
was
still
working
isn't
with that.
over it.
Yeah, did they try to sue for
Yeah.
child pornography or something? Go after your parents. Your parents approved that photo on the cover of the Nirvana CD. All right, let me go to phones here. Angela's up first. Angela on the MJ Morning Show. Angela, welcome. What celebrity or what famous person passing? What made you grieve?
Well, first I want to say I have loved you since the beginning of time, and I'm so finally glad to finally speak to you.
Oh, my, that is so sweet. Angela has loved the MJ Morning Show. Hold on, you love me, MJ, or you just love the whole show?
I was literally addicted to your voice. Every morning I had to hear you.
Oh, that's
A horrible
great.
addiction.
Oh, that's creepy.
No, it's not creepy. This is ego boosting me.
Yeah, that's the last thing we need.
Yeah,
So-
ego boosting at Angela in Tampa's addicted to your voice.
Angela, thank you, Angela. All right,
We love you, Angela.
Angela, how long you been listening to the MJ Morning Show?
Since the BJ days.
Oh, wow. So MJ, so you've been listening MJ and BJ, then MJ. So 1994 to 2012 when we came to the end on FLZ. And then how quickly did you find out we were back in 2020 on Q105?
It was just probably a month ago.
What? Wait a minute. We've been on the air for 3 years, and you found out just a month ago we were back?
I'm sad about it, but I'm telling everybody.
All right, so Angela, listen, this is important market research. How was it? And you live, let's see, you're in Tampa. How did you not know that we were back on Q105? And then how did you finally figure it out?
Well, I generally stick to certain stations, and I finally got tired of the same old crap. I like talk radio, and they just want to keep playing music. And I was like, let me search around, and then bam, I heard your voice, and I was like, there he is.
Oh, my God, that's unbelievable. So you missed out on almost 3 years of this amazing content. But at least, hey, you found us.
You missed a lot.
I hope we get another 3 years.
Oh, well, I don't know. In fact, I'm planning my, it's contract time because I'm up, and I'm going to start probably saying goodbye to the audience because if the contract doesn't work out, a lot of times, they don't let you say goodbye. So I'm going to start saying goodbye like preemptively.
We'll start with Angela.
Yeah.
Angela, in case this is it, goodbye. But thanks for calling.
Yeah. Angela, listen, thank you for listening for the last month after finding us. All right, so Angela, thank you again. What celebrity did you grieve over?
Yes, Betty White.
Oh.
See, so I could have either cheered you up or you would have hated me because I would have been like, oh, well, she lived a good life.
So, Angela, how long were you affected by the passing of Betty White? And remember, People Magazine jinxed her. She died at 99. Remember, People Magazine, they put out the 100-year celebration cover for Betty White, and she died just before she hit 100.
Yeah, I still, to this day, think about it. It makes me sad, but my great-grandma was also 99 when she passed away.
Oh, so a little bit of a connection there. Angela, thank you for listening. I really appreciate it. Thanks for finding us again.
Oh, thank you. Love you.
Little known
Bye.
fact.
Bye-bye. Love you too, Angela.
Angela's great-grandmother was B. Arthur. So, very
or Estelle Getty. All right, but listen, hey, Ron, Rick. I mean, again, the point is there are people that still don't know we're back. I need more billboards. I need TV spots. Let's go to Adam in Tampa. Adam, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Which celebrity had you grieving?
I had two, actually. Longtime Friends fan, saw the finale, so Matthew Perry was unexpected-ish.
Yep.
On that one. But before that, Eddie Van Halen.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
happy.
Yeah,
broke it up.
one of the greatest guitar players of all time, and Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of the top 5, in my opinion.
Now, let me ask you a question. So, Matthew Perry is still fresh. Are you still grieving, or are you over it?
Still a little grieving, mainly because I could identify with not only Matthew Perry as a person, his background and stuff, but also as the character. So, I'm kind of double dipping, but
yep.
It's still obviously pretty fresh, and there's a little grieving going. I'm sad. I'll put it that way.
Gotcha. Adam, thanks for the call. Opens up a line, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. Question is, which celebrity or celebrities have you grieved for when they passed? Jeff is in Tampa. Jeff, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Go well. What is your grieving celebrity?
Mine I didn't grieve, but it definitely hit us pretty good. It was Chris Farley, man. That was just,
man. Yeah, Chris Farley. You're going to live in a van down by the river. Yep, Chris Farley.
We still listen to his stuff now, all these little bits on YouTube and stuff. He was something else.
Yep.
Yeah, it did affect us pretty much, yeah.
All right, thank you. And, you miss him as Matt Foley falling through the coffee table, right?
Awesome.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Jeff. Let's grab Amy in St. Pete. Amy, MJ Morning Show, celebrity deaths. Who made you grieve?
Good morning, everyone.
Hey.
Somebody that really, I still can't watch the movie, still haven't seen the series, was Selena. That really messed me up.
Oh, yeah, when didn't a crazed fan shot Selena in Texas?
Like the president of her fan club or something.
It was the president of her fan club,
yeah.
yes, sir.
You should watch the movie. It's fantastic.
I did, and I didn't know. I was young when the movie came out. I was an aspiring singer. I thought that I was going to make it one day, and
Foolish.
I had no idea I thought she was still alive. Like, nobody warned me. Nobody prepped me. I'm 10 years old watching the movie, and I wept. I still can't watch the movie. I still can't listen to it, watch the new series on Netflix. It messed me up.
Amy, thanks for the call. Hopefully, do you need to seek counseling? Do we need to?
I'm cool, MJ.
What's your favorite Selena song?
A sing-a-song?
What's your favorite Selena song?
Oh, Bidi Bidi Bum Bum, Como la Flor.
Me
all
too,
the
me too.
classics.
My favorite is My Heart Will Go On. What? Oh, I'm sorry. That's Celine. That's Celine Dion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wrong singer.
I know. I'm kidding. Amy, thanks for the call. Man, lines are jammed on this. That opens a line.
The text lines are jammed too.
800-990-1047. Just asking the question with the death of Matthew Perry, what celebrity hit you hard when they passed? Who did you grieve for? Back to phones. Lori's in Brandon. Lori, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, Lori. Who did you grieve for?
Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter.
Oh, with the stingray. And you know what?
He did that to himself.
Well, listen, stingrays are like so docile. I mean, when I scuba dive, I can't tell you, how many stingrays I've been near. In fact, if you go back and go to my Instagram, and I encourage people to follow my Instagram because you never know what's going to pop up. If you hit my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio, and you scroll back to just June, you'll see some of my underwater video from Little Cayman. And I've got a couple of great stingray shots. I'm right next to these things. I mean, stingrays are just beautiful, creatures. So
they think you're attacking them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thank you. I appreciate the call. Have a good one. Lori, let's grab Lisa in Hudson. Lisa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Okay. I started out with two, but the first one that messed me up was Elvis. My mother had tickets to one of his shows, and he died just before the show, so she got her money back. But I was devastated for that. I cried for like 2 or 3 weeks. And then it was...
Lisa, how old were you when Elvis died and you were crying for 2 or 3 weeks?
Oh, my God. I was little. I think I was like 7.
Really?
Because Elvis died in what, 77?
Yeah.
No, was it 77?
Yeah. Oh, look it up.
Okay.
When?
Yeah, then I was 8. I was 8.
Yeah, look it up. When I think Elvis died in 1977. I think it was like August of 77, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah, he did. Yep.
Can you look that up, Roxanne?
What was the question? Well, I'm tending to the gazillions of texters.
Oh, jeez. All right. So, can you look? When did Elvis die? When did Elvis Presley die?
Elvis died August 16th of 1977.
Look at that, man.
Yep. Yep.
And when was his birthday? It was in January.
I ought to be on some celebrity death show or something.
Yeah, it'd be a real popular show.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day. Was another one?
Yeah, there was 2. The Kurt Cobain and then Peter Steele from Typo Negative.
Yeah, me too.
Don't know who that is.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Peter Steele, Typo Negative.
Did they not have Typo Negative blood, and they didn't have enough for the transfusion? What happened?
It's a band.
It's amazing how you made your list in order of their fame.
All they had was AB. That's the only.
All right.
Was that universal? I don't know. Anyway, hey Lisa, thanks for the call. All right, hey Andrew, every line is jammed. I'm going to go through what's on hold. Joel, Jesus, Suzanne, George, Tony. I'm going to finish up those, and then we're going to move on. And then Roxanne, I'm sure, has a bunch on the text line because she's not paying attention to the show.
No.
I know.
I'm doing my own little show over here.
Joel in St. Pete. Hey, Joel.
How you doing?
Doing fine. Who affected you?
Bruce Lee.
Oh,
now, he died in 1973. But when I was 8 years old, my dad took me to a double feature. Remember when they were showing those in movie theaters back in the late 70s, early 80s?
Yeah, that's and in later years you had Quentin Tarantino. He did kind of a spoof on. Remember the double feature that he did?
Oh yeah, that's his only bad work.
Those was terrible. Those were terrible. Those were awful. Hey Joel, thanks for the call. Jesus is next. Jesus, what celebrity passed that affected you?
Give me just a second. U.S. citizen.
No problem. Take your time. What?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, MJ.
Hold on. Wait. Did you just say U.S. citizen?
I got to pass through immigration checkpoint.
Wait, which border are you at?
Eagle Pass, Texas.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, are you going into Mexico or coming back from Mexico?
Well, it's the checkpoint is 50 miles from the Rio Grande River.
Oh.
So I'm on my way north going up, so I have to pass through here.
All right. So
we caught you just at the checkpoint. It's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting deported, so.
I'm getting All right. All right. Hey, sis, which celebrity affected you?
Mine was Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger.
Wait a minute. Wait a second. Wait a minute. What was the guy's name?
Jason David Frank.
Jason David Frank, the Green Power Ranger?
Hey, after being a kid, I finally got to meet him. He was a cool dude. And a week later, he passed away.
Of what? And how old was he?
He was like 48, 49, and, well, you know, he unalived himself.
He unalived himself.
All right, when did you meet him, Jesus?
I met him last year.
Yep. Jason David Frank dies at 49. The Green Power Ranger died November of last year.
Holy crap, man. That's morbid. All right, Jesus, thanks a lot. U.S. citizen. Let me grab three more. Suzanne and Lando Lakes. Hey, Suzanne, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
First time caller. I actually have two. Lisa Marie Presley was extremely sad.
Yep.
She passed right after her dad's birthday. But the one that's probably been with me the longest is Suzanne Summers, who just recently passed.
Yep.
My name is Sour, so I always used to say her M is my W. But literally for over 30 years, I have either been introduced as Suzanne Summers or getting calls from my customers into the receptionist center, and they would go, "Can I speak to Suzanne Summers?" And they would go, "Hold on, please." So it was a name. It was a name parallel. So virtually, multiple times on a weekly basis for over 30 years.
Wow.
She's been in my life. So that's really.
Did you have a thigh master?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
I'm sure. Thank you, Suzanne. Have a great.
I felt like that when Mr. Furley died.
Oh, look at the second to last call. Let me grab Tony. This goes hand in hand. This is like tongue and groove. Tony in Bradenton, which celebrity passing affected you?
Well, MJ, good morning. Good morning, crew.
Morning.
Thanks for the show. It's funny that last caller said Suzanne Summers, because the one that really affected me was John Ritter.
John Ritter, look at this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, here's something I want to point out to you guys. Man.
Hey, can you pick up the regular phone? You're on a kind of a echoey speakerphone.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. One of the things I noticed on here was John Ritter was born September 17th, and he died September 11th. Ironically, Suzanne Summers died one day before her birthday. So my question is, does Joyce DeWitt need to be careful come around April when her birthday comes around?
Oh, my God. That is
I mean,
weird.
I don't want to be morbid or anything like that.
I mean, you're a creep, sir, but
Yeah.
you might be right.
Thanks for making everything awkward, Tony.
No, Tony's pointing out. I like weird little.
Yeah.
Just like with all the Superman characters, remember? Anyone who played Superman had issues.
Oh, yeah, all the Supermans. Christopher Reeve, George Reeves back in the day. Thank you, Tony. All right, last call on this. George and I got to move on.
I want to give three of mine, too.
Okay, that's fine, but this can go on forever. Every line is ringing. Roxanne is buried in text. She's not even listening to the show. All right, let me
Don't
grab.
say buried during the segment.
Oh, that's true. George, good point. George in Tampa. All right, final phone call. Go ahead, George. Which celebrity did you grieve for?
Hey, MJ, the celebrity I agreed for, he was more in the sports thing, was Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, buddy.
That was a tough one.
I've met him, got his autograph back many years ago.
Hey, George, what do you drive?
What do I drive? I drive a Chevrolet.
You drive a pickup?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a number 3 on the back window?
No, I used to on my other one, but
all right.
No, not on this
So the
one.
grieving is over, is what you're saying.
You got a tattoo.
Well,
You 86-3.
I don't watch NASCAR anymore. So
Because of Dale.
Because of Dale?
Well, only because all the good drivers are gone now. They've retired or passed away. So
All right, George, thanks for the call. All right, Froggy, you were affected by 3 celebrity passings.
Yes, number one.
Yeah, why do I think this is going to be a mockery and a joke?
No. James Gandolfini.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Listen, Froggy's being serious.
I can't believe nobody said him.
That affected me. The James Gandolfini death, that did bother me. Yes, I agree.
Even bigger deal than James Gandolfini.
Here comes the joke.
Screech, when he died.
that was tough for you.
You know what? One might think that's a joke, but it's not.
No.
Because Froggy's one of the biggest Saved by the Bell fans ever.
And I think I know you're number 1, unless it's already been said.
Avril Lavigne.
Yep, that's what I was going to guess.
No, guys, seriously, did you know she's dead?
She is not
Oh,
dead.
and Fester, look it up. She died in 2002.
Avril Lavigne
Dude, she died, and they got a woman to replace her.
They did not.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
Dude, look it up.
You are
Avril
making
Lavigne.
this. Avril Lavigne is alive and well.
No,
There's
she's
not
dead,
there's
dude.
not
She died in 2002.
There's not a body double for Avril Lavigne. She didn't die in 2002.
Why fans think Avril Lavigne died and was replaced by a clone named Melissa?
I told you.
I
told you.
No, this is a story about the dumb conspiracy, which you're
It's not a
clearly-
dumb conspiracy.
you're-
She's dead.
No, she's not.
Yes.
Avril Lavigne is alive.
It was so sad.
But
too.
Melissa Sutter or something replaced her.
What was her big song?
Skater Boy?
Oh, yeah.
She had a couple of other ones.
That's when she died right after that came
No,
out.
she didn't. She's alive.
Okay, people, look up the Avril Lavigne death conspiracy.
No, it's exactly. It's a conspiracy.
Or truth.
All right, can I move on now, or are there any standouts
I mean,
from the?
I love ending on Froggy's humor, but I do have to say this list is so great that the texters are sending Pat Tillman, JFK Jr., Princess Diana, Bruce Lee, Kobe Bryant, Paul Walker, and the one that I've gotten about 20 texts on, Robin Williams.
Oh yeah,
And he was not brought up. Fester's covering his
You know
face
what?
right now.
I've not cared about any of these deaths.
Well, I'm opposite. I'm glad
Yeah.
we're having this discussion.
Yeah.
It's nice to remember people.
Andrew just said he had a Robin Williams call. Why didn't you put it on hold?
Because you told me not to give you any more.
Yeah, you said I'm taking
okay,
3 more.
Yeah, because I mean
Yeah.
the phones wouldn't stop ringing.
Good reason.
All right, so Robin Williams.
He was a big, yeah.
You know what? Hey, Michelle.
What does affected mean? I mean, oh, he died. Oh, that sucks.
Let me call
Anthony
Michelle
Bourdain,
quickly.
MJ.
I want to see if Michelle picks up. Number one, I want to see if Michelle knows where we were when we heard that Robin Williams died.
Wait, when you say affected you, it wasn't like days, weeks, or months of being down. It was like, oh, that sucks. Oh, too bad. Poor family. Oh, okay. What's for dinner?
I remember where I was when Robin Williams died.
Oh.
Where?
I was hosting a TV show around the corner here, and my producer told me I couldn't talk about his death because our show was too happy for that. And I was like, no, it just happened. And I went against his wishes and I talked about it because we'd interviewed him on the show.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be able to talk
Yeah.
about it. So I want to see if I'm trying. I called the house phone. You heard the blah blah my voicemail.
You just threw that in when you were interviewing a chiropractor or something? By the way, Robin Williams died.
No, it was the A Block Chit Chat.
So-
The A Block Happy Coffee Talk Chit Chat.
I guess Michelle doesn't remember. She's not. Oh, hey, sweetie. Hey, are you listening to the show?
I'm watching you on YouTube.
Oh, so and Michelle's watching MJTV. That's cool. All right, so yeah, it's a little bit of a delay. The reason why I'm calling, and before I move on, where were
We're at an
we?
intersection in Canada.
God. You're at an intersection in Canada.
That is true. Where were we? We were in a car. Where were we when we heard that Robin Williams had died? We were. Do you remember where in Canada we were?
If I could, I would have said it.
We were at Mont Tremblant. We were in Quebec. In Mont Tremblant is where we were.
And we both just like, when you were at a stop, I think it was a stop sign, and we just like looked at each other like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And they kept driving the car.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, then after the what the heck,
Then
though.
we continued to the zip line.
Yeah, then what? I mean, yeah, big deal. I mean, okay.
No, listen, it's terrible.
Sir, you are a heartless.
I have a friend who's still pissed off about what's his face, the cook.
Anthony Bourdain.
Anthony Bourdain.
Bourdain.
Hey, I loved Anthony Bourdain. You know. All right, Michelle, go.
Well, I think when it's a suicide, it touches you a little differently than when it's
You know what?
something
I think that.
accidental.
I think that's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle. Did you enjoy trick or treating last night?
Well, I didn't go to.
No, I'm talking about we sat out front while all the kids came up our street.
Yes, I enjoyed seeing all the little Spider-Man and little fairies and little princess. We had so many princesses and Spider-Man come through.
And it reminds Michelle of when our kids were little, and now they're 19 and 22.
By the way, Julian was not a bunny.
What was it?
He's a caterpillar.
Because if you have no literature, knowledge whatsoever.
Oh, because Chloe was Alice in Wonderland, and Julian was
Julian be?
he was the MDMA passing out rabbit.
Yeah.
The white rabbit.
Yeah, the white rabbit.
Bye.
All right, goodbye, sweetie.
Whoa. Go easy on the attitude.
I'll tell you what, that hits a nerve when you talk about that stuff because there are people that really affect.